Hello there, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. My name is Ruby, and welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. In the last episode, we finished the first class trial, and right now, we're about to start Chapter 2, so let's get right into it. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay, no need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health.
Didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it all. Headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
Hey, are you, okay, Vato?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom, ha ha ha!
Hey, come on.
Nice to fuck up. Nice to laugh at, man. Jesus, what fuck up, man? Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there, knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air, I would just hurt as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto. Hey, cheer up. Getting the press isn't gonna help anything, right, Vato? If we're already together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone just start to tear up and get back on track. So it's honestly supposed to make us feel better? Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that has happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place.
Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, it's not that simple.
What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever expected.
They took our Hope's Peak. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing for every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything's been planned down to the last excruciating detail. It's not the work of your everyday psychopath. To find them may be too big a risk.
So then...
Then, what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
No,
What?
No what?
I don't want to
can't
live.
take it.
If it means killing someone else to do it, I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? Like, what do you mean?
It's because...
We got that because we voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But like...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem...
She's right. If you eat that kind of blame with yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist.
Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame, not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. Can't even imagine what would happen if we had refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite.
What was that just now? Was he saying it was our fault what's happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with
That
me.
piece of shit. Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates, Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair, Daily Life. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he had called us to the gym. What's he gonna do to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy. You're the one keeping us stuck inside. Don't sweat the small stuff, that's my motto. Well, I said it pretty cool right now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So, why did you call us here? Surely it wasn't just to make us exercise.
Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the Assassin's Fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. That's the kind of joke a middle school would come up with. Doesn't matter, just get to the point. Did you really just call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands?
Okay, so then...
I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will be opened up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
you guys!
It'd really suck if you guys had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode.
With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But... a new world?
Could it be?
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about
That
that.
seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know until we look.
Hey,
Whatever he meant, it seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone will meet up at the dining hall, and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. So Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here. Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here.
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto. Hey, guess what, Holmes? Guess what I found? A pool. There's a pool here. A pool. A pool, pool, pool.
You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out Vato.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual. Behind this door is the locker room?
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms.
Really?
Of course.
Really, really? Wow. If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so.
But
Oh, but what if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in? Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for the scandal of sexual depravity. See that gadly done mounted on the ceiling, right? And it will be all dugga.
just a second.
I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing, Vato. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that.
But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not?
That never even occurred to me. Thanks for could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. There. So now no one can go with their handbook to anyone else, right? I like that. You like that? I'm kind of genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly,
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place.
is that okay?
After all, they would like to be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But you see, I'm concerned with all the locker room security stuff.
Of course.
Cause all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age you try humping a plastic bottle. So, if you keep anything unseemly from happening, I'll have to maintain a rigorous watch.
Then in that case, I would ask that you keep the same close eyes on our dorms. If some man and some woman decide to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them.
All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself.
Yes.
I don't care what happens to your private dorms. By force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya.
Okay, so the new school regulation is now in place. See ya! Man, this two event totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll go take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got it.
Celeste, to hero, you wanna come with me, vatos?
As for me,
There's nothing I hate more than getting water in my face.
I'm sorry.
I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it.
Pretty sure that only applies to you. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy?
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside?
But you shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside.
Okay. Broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will someday shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take in active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, it's not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we're awaiting official government authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? Context of their letter were quite interesting indeed.
It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school, and judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old.
So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely. The Masterline took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance.
But
That would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if school is shut down, don't you think it would have been in the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? Before I got here, I looked at stuff online about the school and never saw anything about this.
So in other words...
That must have been part of the mastermind plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school had already closed down. That would be nice. Simple solution, it's true. But then, what about this other prod? Decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. Make no mistake, it's not the end for Hope Speak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What do they mean by serious issues? Apparently, why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
no.
So if the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection would be a useful clue, on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. Mastermind's motive. Can we figure out why they would want to imprison us all here? Will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old and it's all covered in dust.
So,
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I could really do about it. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor. I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible. Hello, everyone.
Listen to me!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover anything interesting, anything ever?
Yes, indeed.
There's a library.
okay.
There's a frickin' pool, dude. And locker rooms filled with exercise equipment halls.
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right.
I see!
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet down and
The
listen.
warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor in the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
And warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, and whatever you want. There's so much it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like, ha ha ha.
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay. And what about the fucking way out of here? Do you find anything like that? Oh, well,
What?
there wasn't anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here. Nothing? Yeah, unfortunately, no. Not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we got a goddamn pool in now? Or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck?
Stop fucking around.
We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone know if you should discover something.
So then,
So, are we done for today?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so. Air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope just to turn around and betray that hope? Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
We all promised not to leave our dorms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll just go to bed.
Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflex is okay, not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine!
Yay, good morning, Monokuma.
Get ready to greet another beautiful day! Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. You must be referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. But right now, I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Breakfast time.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning, Makoto. Good morning. Is everyone here today?
Yo, yo, yo!
Nope, still waiting to Byakuya and Taka. Byakuya is no surprise, but it's strange Taka's not here yet. Knowing Taka, I imagine he's trying to get the king of tardiness up and out of bed. I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient.
Let's see.
I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem. Which is? I'm thirsty.
Hey, come on!
How the hell is that a problem?
Hifumi, would you make me some tea?
Milk tea, if you please.
Well,
Why me?
let's see.
Your roundest figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent. That's your reason?
This is fine.
I can feel my throat drying out. Quickly, please.
Okay.
Barely unable to refuse Celeste's order, Hifumi skulked away into the kitchen. In a few minutes later,
Thank you for waiting.
Hifumi reappeared with tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached.
Finally. You could have made some for the rest of us, you know.
There's no way
I
to think
emphatically
about this
decline.
in a common sense kind of way.
You're not my type at all. Oh, it's all about the laws of casuality, basic instincts, act and react.
Well then, if you don't mind. A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand.
Oh,
Wait. She cocked her head to the side. Threw the cup as hard as she could against the wall.
What?
What the? Hey, what are you doing, my little white rabbit, my snow bunny?
I hate this kind of tea.
I don't understand.
yes.
Imagine
indeed.
we're at a coffee shop, just any normal, everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. They then ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now, further imagine that I replied, yes, I would like milk tea, please. In this case, along with my tea, they may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before your drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup. Mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. And I can order almost any milk tea that does not add the milk during the brewing process. As to describe her shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment.
I went all that trouble to make you that tea, and you wanted me to go even farther?
Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even if cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It takes more time to prepare, surely, but why bother creating a menu if you are not going to offer the highest level of quality?
Well, we don't actually have a menu.
You little
That does not
bitch.
matter.
Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine. What? Okay, you little piggy, we'll bring it right out.
I do love coercion.
You were like a totally different person right now.
Yeah, shit, you really went psycho there.
I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man, she's one scary chick. The dining hall doors flew open and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But... Bad news, everyone! There's a mystery afoot! Huh? What happened? It would seem Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, but he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there. I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What do you mean by that? He didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what they might mean. Might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for him.
Listen to me!
I was about to suggest the same thing.
What's your
So,
problem?
stop trying to one-up everyone.
Oh, okay, then I'll go check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button until I get a response.
Well,
Very well. The rest of us will go check the rest of the building. Yeah, before it's, too late. Anyway, we have to just do our best to find Byakuya. So where might Byakuya have gone? Maybe he went to check out the second floor of the school again. When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? Of all things I'd imagine, this most definitely wasn't one of them.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
Who asked you to do that?
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
No. Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another.
You!
Byakuya, so this is where you've been hiding? What the heck are you doing here, man? We were very concerned.
Well, you had no reason to be. I was just reading. Never read such a coarse novel before, but it might just prove useful at some point.
Well,
What are you reading?
A mystery novel.
well.
Wait, so you're gonna use what you're learning there to betray us?
Don't be stupid. Yeah, just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, what?
Naturally.
If I decide to fight, of course, I'll come up with something original. Otherwise, this game of yours will be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-intention activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make it entertaining.
His words sent a chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying the strange, killing game.
What the fuck do you mean, game? That's fucked up.
But it is a game. It's a game of life or death, but can only be one winner. That's all there is to it.
He is right. It's a zero-sum game.
Huh?
Are you okay with this?
Part of game theory. A mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. This type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
I see.
You mean like a kind of elimination match?
Actually,
Entrance exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. Everyone must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. This also applies to the school life we've been subjected to here. In this case,
Is that okay?
our limited resources is that only one of us can successfully become the Blackened.
So, in other words,
So this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be what they had in mind. This is why adaptation is so crucial. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there'd be no reason to continue playing the game.
what?
Lord, I want to stop playing. It's so much fun. Smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. Twisted his face into something not human. You sound as if you don't acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose, am I right?
Naturally.
Of course. You don't speak like the others. Exactly what I would expect from the Togami heir apparent. Just normal arrogance, isn't it?
Just a
You
second.
talk like that. What if you end up dead, Holmes?
Not possible.
I won't. It simply isn't possible.
You son of a
Who the
bitch!
fuck do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it.
What?
Believe what? An uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you survived this long.
Piece of
I'm
shit!
gonna fucking kill you.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Like I said, I won't die. You keep saying that, but... Don't bother arguing with him. For him, that concept of losing simply does not exist. He's the ultimate affluent progeny, after all. A boy ready to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny, and has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even in a life or death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is because I am the same as you. Games are meant to be won.
That's enough.
Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours.
Oh,
Well, I do apologize. Anyway, let's just say this to all of you. You all need to go harder. If an opponent isn't going to give me their best, then where's the fun for me?
no.
That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
It's
This
because...
isn't a game. Our lives are on the line, you know. To kill your own friends is horrific. Friends? Who decided that? Huh? We're not friends. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But...
You know,
What?
what? Try to force your contradictions on me and just accept what I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yes? If you have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Stop fucking around!
Hey, shithead. You get off for bullying people that can't fight back. You want to try that on to me? So, you pretend to be friends, huh? How long do you think that's going to last?
Piece of shit!
Fuck you!
What?
Is that all you could say? It's unfortunate you would waste your breath with such empty gibberish.
You son of a
That's
bitch!
it, you're fucking dead.
Just a second.
Hold on, just calm down.
Piece of shit!
I am a calm. How is this calm? Anyway, I don't have intention of working with the rest of you any longer. Cooperate during an elimination game is... frankly, it's a waste of time, and I hate wasting my time. Waste of time?
Not possible.
Engaging in a friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet. Quit talking like you're in a fucking movie or something.
Goodbye.
What I'm saying is that ultimately, you are all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. Then a second glance back, Byakuya left. There was anything we could do to try to keep him from going. His way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend.
But...
Was he serious after all that? He was, without a doubt.
don't fuck with me!
Well, fuck him then.
Maybe...
But what he said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can't you say for sure someone won't poison our food? Hey, come on, you too, Toko?
Anyway...
Well, it's not like anyone would care even if I was gone, right? Actually, but you all want me gone. You all think I'm disgusting. None of us think that. You just think you don't think that. I know some people like to play the victim. This is just totally out there. You You just think I don't know, but I do. You want me gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Hey, Toko, wait. Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there's nothing you can say to bring her back. Ultimately, our breakfast meeting came to an end without answering these questions. Everyone headed back to their homes. Jeez, I'm tired already. I don't have time to take even one day off. I need to get myself along.